Hi dear audience, hope you would be fine. Today in this short video we would be discussing about the introduction of our research. Actually, a lot of people who are doing research are very much confused that from where to take the start and what have to include in that introduction. So it's very, it's the basically the intro of your study is the flight which you are going to take out. It's the destiny which determines that what you have to do that. So what you have to do that, how you have to do that, and why you are going to do that. These are the basically significant questions which you have to answer in your introduction. For example, today particularly we are going to discuss about the memories, histories, and the narratives uh, in a fictional work. So, if you are having a like such topic, then how you would take your initiative? Then definitely, first of all, do the reading from the Google Scholar. Read about the memories, history, and the narratives. First of all, have a grab idea of these definitions, and the latest definition should be over there as well. Means do not go into the very initial or the basic definitions. Then try to develop a link between the memories, histories, and the narratives. Then definitely, narrative speaks of our histories and of our memories. For example, more or less uh, our narratives, they are the embodiment, are the speaking mouthpiece of what is going on historically in that nation or in that culture or like that. And similarly, narratives is the mouthpiece of our that cultural memories which might be interacting as a unconscious of a particular nation, unconscious of particular individual, and these uh, language, culture, memories, histories are very much interlinked with one another. So and these memories, that this link between the memory, history, and the narratives is basically represented through the language in the fictional works. So in your introduction, you have to develop a link between the narrative, history, means what is the link of memories, histories, and the narrative. So once you are able to generate a link between the narrative, memories, and histories, then come to the point of your own fiction works. For example, if I say after doing a lot of readings, I come to the point that memories, histories, and the narrative have a very close link with one another, and narrative speaks of the historical memories. If I've come to this point that narrative always speaks of the histories and the memories, then come to your own point of view that why this, how this link, the link of the narrative, history, and the memories has been constructed in my selected fiction or the work which I am going to do that. And then you have to do the write down the your research questions in that introduction. Focus on your research questions. Research questions are basically like that, your tools of exploring, your tools of study on which your study has to move on. uh, then definitely your objective of the study, research questions, your introduction, they would be leading to your literature review. Even your delimitations in that introduction would be limiting you that what you are not going to do. For example, if you are going to conduct a Lacanian study of a particular novel, then first read that what is the perspective of Lacan on the narrative, what is the perspective of Lacan on the memories, what is the construction of Lacanian psychology on the histories. For example, If we take the example of Holocaust, then how the memory of Holocaust might have been traced through Lacanian philosophy. For example, then there is the concept of denial, forgetting. So definitely in a fiction which is more or less involved with that of Holocaust, that in that the author or the writer would be applying the strategies of psychoanalytic criticism, more or less like the forgetting, the denial, the victimhood, victimization, trauma, sufferings, and how those the protagonists try to come up with these situations of victimhood, what strategies they apply uh, to come out of those victimhood, how they try to prove their self, their their selfhood, their own individuality. What strategies definitely you have to go for that. For example, if you want to uh, uh, do research on the Lacanian perspective, first of all, go on to the literary theory by Peter Roach. That's the book name is The Beginning of the Theory. That's available in PDF on the internet. Just write The Beginning of the Theory in the Google, get that book and see that what Lacanian critics do. There are some questions which typically Lacanian critics ask in a while analysis of a text. So go through those questions, then do the readings from the Google Scholar of the memories, histories, and the nations and the narrations. Try to develop a link of these. This would be basically your problem of the statement. For example, you would be this is the established one that there is a great and deep link relationship between the history narratives and the memory. Then you have to do the same. You have to trace out the same link of the history narratives from your selected novel. So by this way, it would be very helpful for you writing your introduction. Uh, if you have any question, you can ask me directly. I will be able to answer your questions as well. Hope you it would be helpful for you. Thank you.